Hello, today we're going to start my alternative cash channel. So this is my first video. So the first thing I want to do is go and check out what there is of information on the internet about alternative cash or alternative currencies as it's known right now. And you can see that they have a lot of stuff for alternative currencies if you scroll down. For cash, of course, not because we're calling it that way. I don't know much about it. I haven't really researched much, maybe a few days of research and that's it. So I want to start it and see what we find out together. So as you can see, I have gone to IG.com. I just clicked on there. So it's IG International. I don't know what it stands for. It doesn't say. It's important to know, of course, but it says IG. I don't know. But it says that it's top 10 alternative currencies. So it starts talking about the traditional currencies that we have right now, which is the banking system, or, in the US, we have US dollars. If you go to Mexico, you have Mexican pesos, and then you have other type of traditional currencies all around the world. But now, since I think maybe 10 years, I don't know exactly, we have to look into it. But I think cryptocurrencies have come up and other local currencies have come up that we want to look into, that we might want to start exploring if we want to get out of using traditional currencies, or we want to add alternative currencies to what we already invest in with our traditional currencies or cash. And also to make sure that we understand also that cash is also a currency that we don't use right now too much. Well, it's a currency, but we use more credit cards type things. So I'm interested to talk about using cash only sometimes. So anyway, let's see, where are we? What is an alternative currency? So what is it? Well, I don't know exactly. So it's a form of a tender, which is cash, I guess. You can think of it that way. And it's used as a substitute to what they call fiat currency. I'm thinking it's what we talked about, that is the traditional type of currency. But we're going to open it up in the new tab. And you can see what is fiat currency. The fiat currency is a national currency that is not pegged to the price of a commodity such as gold or silver. So it is basically what we talked about in its simplest form. So I'm just going to close here. So if I scroll down, you can see that it says that any person, company, or local government can create an alternative currency, and they are not regulated by national governments. I think that's still true. I'm not sure, but we would have to check that out too, because national governments do want to regulate it because it's to their interest and not to everyone's interest. Alternative currencies are normally created to stimulate local economies or to establish, it says, something away from the national cash, right? So there's different types of concepts of money, says, and it has been around for a long, long time. I don't know if 2,000 years is the exact years that it has been around, but you can see here that they have been around for a long time. Before, it was more like bartering. So you have cattle and food and fabrics bartering. And then you have also gold and silver and bronze that was actually exchanged as currency. Let's see, what else does it say here that's interesting? I don't think there's anything else interesting in there. And then we go down to see the top 10 alternative currencies. You can see there's Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and then some other ones. I don't know if they're current right now, that they're the top alternative currencies, because when I was looking into it, it seemed like they oscillate between which ones are the ones that are the top 10, because some of them seem to crash and some of them seem to gain really quickly. So is it good for us or is it not good for us? I guess we're going to explore in this channel, but it seems like it's growing, so we should be at least informed of what's going on. And then it goes on to explain some of them. So Bitcoin Cash is not the same as cryptocurrency. As Bitcoin, it is a standalone cryptocurrency. So we might look into Bitcoin. I didn't know there was a difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So you can see that it was created in 2017. So it's very relatively new. And then they start throwing around words like blockchain. I have no clue what that is, so we will explore that, I would imagine, later in other videos. So you can see all of the top 10, they'll talk about them right here for this article. So if you're interested, just start typing in your search engine and then look for information like this. So let's see. What is the outlook for alternative currencies? So it says economic, social, and environmental pressures are forcing countries to look into alternative currencies. So that is very true. Here in the US, I don't know if it's as true as in other places, but it is a way that we need to look into, because we need to look into different ways that are they're government mandated and non-government mandated. So I guess that's it to the introduction into alternative currencies. It's a very short introduction, but we wanted to see if we wanted to get into this type of things. We don't know yet. Let's keep talking about it. I'll see you next time. Bye.